Stuff my face with bread, with breasts, with a shoulder of a friend, with a corner of a desk, with communion, with a yes, and I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to Pretty Much Experts. Robert John, Guelph, Ontario, sitting beside Skyler here. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, fucking hungover today there, buddy.
We had a few pops last night. Mike, how you doing?
Good, you hosers. Good.
You hoser, eh? Fucking
Yes.
locking it down.
Feeling good, Bubba.
Hey, this morning I had a workout with my friend, and she's like, "Did you drink last night?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." And she's like, "A lot?" I'm like, "Yeah." She's like,
Did you
"Well, how?"
bleed in your sleep?
Well, yeah, a little bit. But she's like, "Well, how much?"
Oh,
I'm like,
no.
like a lot. Like, I'm not gonna tell you because you'll get kind of annoyed or mad or whatever, or say, "Don't do that." But it's like I drank a lot of that.
got a girlfriend.
Not even. But it was like I just didn't want to go downstairs to get more beer, so I just had that bottle of rum in my lap, just drinking it straight. I looked at how much was left this morning. I was like, God, that's embarrassing.
Yeah.
That's so counterintuitive. It's like, I don't want to use my legs to get
Well-
more drinks, so I'm just going to drink so much I can't use my legs.
Yeah, I'm
So
just
my legs
gonna
don't work.
drink until I just tip downstairs and I won't be able to get back up again. So
Maybe
Get on this
some of
whiskey.
your night blood is a result of hitting your face as you roll down the stairs.
no, I haven't.
It's not all respiratory.
I wasn't that like drunk, like messed up last night. It's just this morning I could feel it. Like had a pretty good wake up headache, and then again like eating and then working out like within an hour or two of getting up, and it's just like my sweat was so fucking sweaty and disgusting.
Thick.
It smelled so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's had a thick smell
Yeah.
to it.
I kept doing like gross like beer farts while like doing sit-ups. So every time my head came up, like I'd have the big old smell of it.
Thank God for Skype.
Oh.
Yeah, really.
There's no shame. I announced it to
Skype
the room.
workout. Oh yeah, just blowing ass.
Oh yeah. It feels good to get a good blow in the ass, like when you're that
Yeah,
hungover.
dude.
But then just like constantly sitting up into it and just like smacking my face off it. Not
Well,
cool.
and the problem is
Not
you can't
cool.
trust a fart.
No, not
No.
You really can't.
You can't.
You know. Thank
I-
God you're at home too.
I don't know what we've been eating lately, but like I feel
I'll
like
take out.
my guts have just like been fucked up for like the last week and a bit. And like I almost did it. I didn't because I didn't want to like open up Pandora's box. But like I was actually gonna like record myself farting and sending it to the group just to see like if you guys thought it was normal. But like it was like one day I was sitting there like I was like, oh yeah, the other big news in my life is I got laid off at work, so I've just been sitting at home playing fucking Valentine, Red Dead Redemption, and blowing
Yeah,
ass.
it's been a week.
But it
week
was
for
like
me, too.
it was like a cool fucking like 15 minutes of just like like it was like I had to fart, but they were just like little guys, and it's like just come
Little
out
rabbit
and,
farts.
Yeah, come out
Like
in
the
one
way,
big
like the way rabbits
grizzly
poo.
bear
Little
fart,
pellets.
yeah.
They also
Yeah,
fart
oh,
like that too.
that's
Little.
Your
And-
body's not used to just being sitting all the time.
Oh, I think you're right.
You're pinching a bowel.
pinching off my lower colon.
Yeah.
No. Oh no.
But fuck me.
Oh,
And
that's rotten.
I don't know. And then like I feel like, this weekend we barbecued, and then
Yeah.
had to sub last night.
Thankfully, we haven't skipped the dishes. Like
No.
we've been saving money a little bit,
Oh my god, yeah.
but the
Well, I
night, the
think
day's
in this
still young.
time too, it's not that responsible to be just like having people handle your shit unnecessarily.
Sure
if you
it
can
is.
help it. I mean,
Sure it is.
really? Like you
anything,
guys are
it's all
already
blown over.
quarantined and
Like
you know,
coronavirus is fucking stupid.
Yeah, it's fucking
I'm gonna
stupid.
follow all the guidelines just because I want this to end.
Yeah.
And if everyone starts cheating now, like it's gonna last for a year. So
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I'll follow it. I'm not gonna have buds over. I'm gonna follow it. But like, come on.
for another month.
No,
Maybe.
it's going for a while, I think.
Dude, I gotta do some dicking, man.
I know, I'm dried up over here.
Like, I'm like questioning if I should buy a pocket pussy, but that's like a whole other thing because I'm in the van. It's probably not a good idea to be fucking something in my van that's not a human. You know?
Talking about your pup?
Yeah. Cooch?
Oh yeah. Speaking of farts, man, he's been eating like royalty because I've been home all week too. So barbecue and fucking,
nice.
you know, all this just meat, just so much meat for the boy, and he's been ripping them worse than me. Like I've had to clear the van a few times. Like I think he shit himself, you know.
But he shit himself.
He
He shit in your living room or kitchen or bedroom or workbench.
Shit on the back of his
toilet.
leg.
Yeah,
Toilet,
you name
kitchen.
it. You name it. You know, it's an all-inclusive room here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
2020,
Next
baby.
level bachelor apartment.
Oh yeah.
Closet,
Yeah,
kitchen.
rolling fuck shack.
Rolling food shit.
But I gotta do some dicking, man. I can't let this Rona thing go on for another 6 months. It's just not conducive to my lifestyle.
I don't know. Like I don't know how things are going out there in BC, but they're flirting with
They're
the
fine.
idea.
They're fine.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not out here anymore.
Yeah.
Pretty sure we wiped it out.
But
It's fine.
I feel like Ontario's starting to talk about lifting up their like restrictions and stuff. Like I still think we're going to be doing this for at least another month.
I think it's like very optimistic to think that they're going to start lifting restrictions and it's going to be like a dominoes of like this one, then this one, then this. It's like you're going to take 2 steps back.
Oh yeah.
At any moment because you're going to lift like, okay, parks can be like open again, and the first day there's going to be 900 people in every park. Because people are fucking stupid.
People are so fucking dumb, and I think that's like one thing that's really been hammered home to me during this
bad.
COVID
It's bad.
nonsense is just how fucking stupid people are.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like the other day I went to M&M Meats and it was so dumb. Like that whole store is a fucking the way it's
hate
set
that
up
store.
is stupid. But like you're supposed to be like social distancing, and I walk in and this fucking woman with like gloves and a mask on is standing by the door like on her phone, and she's just like, "Oh, like you can go ahead of me. Like I don't know what I want yet." And it's like that's fine, but like you can't. Like, we're not supposed to be within fucking 2 meters of one another. Like, how am I supposed to go around you when you're just sitting there on
the
your
whole
phone?
storefront there is all freezers, right? I haven't been
The
in one
whole
in a while,
store is
but
2
Yeah.
meters.
And, like,
Yeah.
the way that it works is, like, you have to walk in the store
Yeah.
to go to the back of the store to get in line. So it's, like,
You're crossing you're
Yeah.
doing the hockey team high-fiving the bench on the way
Yeah.
down. Yeah, it's so dumb.
And this, like, lady just not getting it. It's like, go outside and play on your fucking phone if that's what you're doing. Like, what are you doing right here, you know? And then...
Yeah.
I was in line, and then this other like girl came in with a mask and gloves on, and the lady behind the behind the counter was all like, "Excuse me, like you have to put gloves on or wash your hands before you come in here." And the girl kind of sassily like showed her gloves, and then the girl was just like, "No, like I want you to take those gloves off, throw them out, sanitize your hands, and then put those other gloves on." Like they had a box of gloves.
Yeah.
And the girl was just like, "I'm not doing that because I just did that."
Yeah.
And like they then get in this like stupid like the girl's like, "I'm not mad at you. Like, can you just do it?" And then finally like me and this other guy that are in the store are just like say to the girl like just take your gloves off and wash your fucking hands.
Yeah.
Like, why are you fighting this? Like, it's so trivial. Like, I'm not
Yeah.
getting this 10 minutes back in my life. I just want to buy my fucking hamburgers and get the hell out of here. Like, I'm being exposed to this longer than I have to because the girl asks you to wash your hands and you're saying no.
Yeah.
Like, fuck
Yeah, just
off.
don't be stubborn. Like,
Yeah.
if you're approached, you know, for any of those reasons, just abide for now, you know?
Yeah.
It's for your protection, too, right? So,
And you know what? It's also like that person that works there has no idea
where
you've
you're
been
from.
and what you've done
No.
in your car before you got
Dude.
in here, right? So it's like,
dude,
okay, if it makes you better.
I think this was post last podcast, but do you remember me texting you and being like, I just witnessed a girl licking her phone at the grocery store?
Yeah. I
Did we talk about that?
Yeah.
Like, how fucking silly is this? In this climate, to just be
Yeah.
deep-throating anything in public,
In public, yeah.
you know?
It's the
It
perception,
was
too.
disgusting.
Like, besides that being weird and don't do that, like, just
Yeah,
know
yeah.
to not do that with other people around. Or
Yeah,
just don't
ideally.
do it.
Ideally.
Like, one of the reasons I love working at, like, Starbucks or some shit and not working from home, which is impossible, is because when I'm in public, like, I'm not gonna just like have YouTube videos on. Like,
The whole
there's
time,
like
yeah,
there's
yeah.
people around me. Like, I want to be like, okay, I'm here to work. I don't want people to see like what I'm watching. I'm just watching like top 10 Marvel superpowers countdown videos over and like I don't want anyone to know that. Like, that's for my time.
So who's number one?
No, but if you're listening to a
Like
podcast,
Galactus or some shit. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
but if you're just listening to a podcast and trying to be productive in public, yeah, that works.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like maybe this chick licks her phone for some reason. By all means, do that, but don't do that in a grocery
don't.
store during a pandemic.
I-
The virus
No,
has
that
spread
is
orally.
literally
like just
the worst time.
I just don't get
Hold
why
it.
you would be licking your phone
Yeah.
in the first place. I don't think there's any good reason.
Well, I
behind
had a good
Literally
reason
no
when
reason.
Mike texted us that. Like when
Oh,
I'm
you
like,
said chip hands.
when I'm eating my chips
that. Oh yeah.
and I got some
that's
all
still
dressed,
not a good
all
reason.
dressed fingers, and then I play on my phone and my phone gets all sticky.
yeah.
I'll give it a lick, clean her
The
down.
cheesies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's like I gotta eat it. It's so good.
I just feel
Oh,
like even
no.
like.
I don't have a rebuttal for that.
No.
That is definitely a no thing. Just no, just don't do it.
No, like, yeah, I feel like the one thing you never want to
There's
lick.
nothing to
is-
justify that. My
Yeah.
phone is sticky. There's other means. Okay.
But it's not like an unknown substance.
Unknown
It's like
stick.
all dressed chips. Like it's
Yeah,
delicious.
you're not a cat. Okay.
It does. Yeah, I'm not a cat. It doesn't have fucking hair and dirt on it, and then I lick that off. It has all dressed chips on it from my all dressed fingers. Like,
Okay, I'm sold. I'm fucking sold.
I just even thinking
like if you had chocolate cake on your hands, would you go wash your hands or would you lick them?
Oh, I'm gonna lick him every time, but not if it was on my phone. Okay, I'd wipe that on a blanket or on someone's leg.
Yeah, I was gonna say just wipe it on your own leg.
Wipe
I got
it on
so
the
much
couch.
shit on my pants.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, pants are made to be wiped.
All
on.
my socks are
Let's be
so
real.
filthy from me wiping my hands on them.
You might find
Oh
your
yeah, the
sock.
cuff, or the
Yeah.
top cuff of the sock.
It's just like
Oh, yeah.
left over from going to Catholic school. Like I can't
Dude.
wipe my hands on my dress pants. So I
Pants,
just like
nope, but I can wipe it on my sock.
reach down, wipe my hand on my sock,
Yeah.
and it's just
Yeah,
like a
literally
habit that's
every
stuck.
sock of mine that's used has boogers all over
Oh, yeah.
the cuff. Yeah,
That's fucked. I never did that.
Yeah,
but I
'cause you're
had to
trash. You
yell
just
at a
wipe your
guy
hands
that's-
on your
Yeah,
pants.
oh yeah. Like these, I've been wearing these shirts all week and they got shit all over them. It's great.
yeah, but those are your home pants.
Oh, yeah.
right? Those are your night
My layoff
These
pants.
are my layoff pants. Yeah.
layoff pants. Yeah, just covered in it. But I yelled at a dude at fucking Canadian Tire one of these last weeks. Just
Sure.
I had to tell him to back the fuck up. Like literally the words were "back the fuck up, buddy." Like, you know, because I already looked at him and been like 6 feet, dude, 6 feet.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey man, 6 feet. Like I was trying on these knee pads, right, for sucking dick, like all the dick sucking I do.
Yeah.
So I was
Oh,
trying
yeah.
on these knee pads at Canadian Tire. Figured I'd beat you to it.
Yeah.
You know, but I was trying on these knee pads for work, sucking dick, and.
Sex worker.
And I'm sitting down for sex work, and I'm sitting down, and I'm just strapping him up, and the guy's just getting closer and closer, like at cock level, right? Cock, like I'm already at perfect level. He knows I'm there for sex work, right?
Someone said
He
sex
keeps
work?
getting closer, closer.
You
And I
say
warned
sex
him.
work with a cooch running over and sniffing the air.
Yeah, he likes it. He's
So
giving
you-
me the side eye hard right now, like fucking hard.
Fucking sex work. That's so funny. It's just horse eyeing you.
But he kept getting closer and closer until I warned him 2 or 3 times anyways, and finally I was like, hey dude, did you back the fuck up? Like, I'm not here for sex work, okay?
Yeah, I'm on my break.
I'm on my break, buddy. Meet me in the van, for
Yeah.
fuck's sake.
Let me buy my fucking knee pads first.
Yeah. Let me try these on.
I'm not doing it raw.
I have a reverse gripe when it comes to quarantine shopping. My mind was absolutely blown Thursday when I went through the drive-through beer store for the first time.
Oh, I didn't even know there was that.
Oh my god, I didn't even know there was that either until I went to the beer store. I'm like, why is the fucking beer store closed? It's like 6 o'clock. And then it was
Freaking out.
like, just this specific location is just closed the front and only the drive-thru's open. I'm like, I didn't even know there was a drive-thru here. Like, I've never, like, I don't pay attention.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh fuck, I guess I'll see what this is about. Like, I have no other recourse. Like, I could go to Zares, but all the beer in grocery stores is just on the shelf, like it's piss warm.
Yeah.
So I gotta like cool it for like half an hour before I can drink it. And I just want to like tear into this. So I'm like, fine, I'll
Well,
go
the
to
drive-through sounds perfect.
It is perfect. Like
Can you buy singles? Can you just buy singles in the drive-through?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
Like
man,
they don't have
that is
they don't have
dangerous.
an order menu like your standard Taco Bell.
No.
So you have to know what you want.
Yeah.
But it's
Oh,
the
for
same.
sure.
Like you go up, there's a speaker. The nice lady asks you what you want. Like 24 old mill tall cans, and she's like regular ice. I'm like ice, baby. And
Yeah.
then
You
go
know I
around
love
to
the
the
ice.
next window, and as I'm paying, like there's like a sliding glass door opens, and some other lady comes out and just throws it in the back of the truck. Don't touch nothing. Tap the
Damn.
card. Gone in 3 minutes.
That's awesome.
Unreal.
It also sounds sexy too. A
It
bunch of
was.
ladies throwing beer in the back of your truck.
Yeah, asking what I want, making sure, and then swipe my card.
Double checking.
Did she have pokies? Did she have some pokies going on?
She was pretty
In her
old.
beer store shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was pretty old.
You get her sparked.
But it's great. Because usually when I buy like a case of beer, it's like 4 6-packs, and then I have to ask for a flat,
Yeah.
But this is like your standard, like shrink wrapped. It's fucking great.
Wow. Yeah, they don't even have the rings on them.
No, no turtle catchers.
No turtle catchers.
Right.
So I'm gonna do all my beer shopping at the drive-thru from now on.
Drive-through. I always thought that was such a, like, I never understood the process of that.
It's great.
Like,
Yeah,
but I guess if they put it in your trunk,
they put it in for you. Like I was thinking, like, oh, this is kind of awkward. Like I'm gonna have to like pass it through the window and
then drive.
then
with it.
drive with it. Like that's weird, but then it's like no, like as I'm paying, there's like a sliding glass door there that opens up, and she just comes out and
Wow.
drops it. Does the ambulance style, like bang
Yeah.
bang, let you know it's in there. Like, it's great.
I don't think we have that out here, man. We got we have cold beer and wine though, and off sales, which is pretty neat. You can be at a bar and they're like last call, and you're like, okay, I'll take a 12-pack to go.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Ireland had that. It was
Like
great.
that's wicked.
I think Ontario is gonna start doing that, only because like they've made a stink about letting restaurants sell beers, like, what I mean, like
Oh,
you could,
during this?
yeah, you
During
can
this
keep
whole
your
thing?
restaurant open if you had like a takeout option.
Yeah.
But like if you're going to like a Kelsey's or something, like you don't go there and get a Pepsi. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
so
Get some stiff.
they made it so if you could sell alcohol like that now, like just like I want a burger
Yeah.
and a fucking beer from Kelsey's
And a
they'll send it
Molson.
over. Yeah,
Yeah.
crisp Molson.
I want a crisp Molson.
The draft, like put
Lager.
it in a fountain drink cup.
Yeah, I know. Roommate was telling me today
That'd be
that
right.
Mucho Burrito, you can order beers from them.
Yeah.
too. Yeah, they have like a Sleeman draft on site thing. But
I feel like the place we got dinner from last week, the chicken place, buffalo chicken wings or
Oh,
some
yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like the option was there to get like Tollies.
oh yeah,
Yeah, but it's like you're paying restaurant price. Like
Oh,
you
yeah.
might as well just like
Yeah,
if I'm in
if
a
you're
jam.
stocked up.
I like the idea.
Yeah, I like it would be nice, if we have like friends over and it's like midnight and it's like, oh shit, I got 6 beers left.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
and
get
Rory
2.
wants to hang out
Yeah.
till 5 a.m. like that
Yeah.
piece of shit. Like I'm gonna need more than 6. Like we can skip the dishes
yeah.
and just get an order of French fries and then 20 beers.
Yeah,
Yeah, like that's pretty sweet. Like just bring it.
just bring it.
But as far as like I'm gonna order beers with my takeout meal and pay twice or
Yeah.
3 times, is like I don't think that's necessary.
No. Not if you got beer.
No, not. And it's like 6 o'clock, and I'm fully capable of just going to buy a case of beer.
The thing that pisses me off, I've been thinking of
Let's
it
hear
more
it.
and more, is how the beer store and liquor stores are closing at like 6 o'clock every day.
Not open
Yeah,
on
dude,
Monday
I don't
either.
get it.
I got
I
caught
do
last
not.
week.
I do not understand at all.
Why are
that
the grocery
concept.
stores closing early? Like it's
Yeah. If people are just
Just
like
don't get it.
fucking bitches, and
A lot of people are jealous that some people like yourself are laid off.
yeah,
Which makes no sense.
No.
Like I want time off too.
yeah. I'll be honest. When
Yeah.
I was still
Sure.
working, like a month, like last month, and
Yeah.
like you and the roommate were both off,
Yeah.
kind of thing, and I was like, I was like, fuck, I wish I wasn't.
Get a little
working.
sour about it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
'cause
not
you want
to
to
the
be,
point
you want to
that,
be there.
Not to the point where I would like go to work and be like, I like want our hours like shifted because I want a day off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I do not like the liquor store is closed on Mondays. I do not understand what the point of that is. Like,
Yeah, I don't get it.
how is it going to have?
Well,
like,
they're using the reason out here anyways. They're justifying it by saying we're allowing. It's like written into some of these stores, like grocery stores. Like we're allowing our staff extra time to clean and stock, and
Yeah.
it's like because like sanitize everything. It's like
Yeah.
yeah, but you're sanitizing all day. Like there's people walking around with
All
bottles
day.
and wipes
Yeah.
everywhere, and it's also like, do you think they're actually using that time wisely? That extra 2 or 4 hours that the store is closed? It's like. Or that day, it's like probably not.
No,
People are just going to work and having an easy day,
yeah.
right? They're doing the same old shit, maybe wipe everything a little bit, but it's the same day. It just ends
Yeah.
up being like an easygoing day for them at work, which is fine. But it's kind of screws. Like there's grocery stores closing at 6 p.m. It's like I barely off work at
Yeah.
home by then.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's like my major like gripe about it is it's like, okay, I get it if you want to do some reduced hours,
banking
like,
hours.
I kind of understand that, but I don't.
I
at
don't.
all.
I don't.
If
But-
you have the same staff, it's
Yeah.
like
Or
But-
hire more staff. Like if the other issue
Yeah.
is like we want to limit like
places
people's
are, for sure.
exposure. Like poor Tom, Dick, and Harry don't want to work. 20 hours a week. It's like okay, fine, give them 10 hours a week and hire George.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Cut.
yeah,
but,
fuck
like,
Ace and Gary.
Yeah.
Fucking
Fuck
like
those
let them
guys.
sit at home.
Yeah.
If it's we want to limit the exposure, it's like okay, well then just hire more people. Like everyone's out of work. Like
They definitely are here. They're like as far as customer service or what retail, I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All the retail places, like you go in there and it's like there's 5 new trainees on every floor.
I don't think any
People
retail's
walk-
open here.
Well, like Walmart's open.
Yeah, but if I wanted like some new denim, like I can't just go to Old Navy tomorrow.
No. The
Like
malls
the
probably
malls
can here.
closed. The malls are all closed here. Like
Oh
nothing
wait,
is
no,
open.
no. Yeah, the last couple weeks I guess it hasn't been. I haven't had any reason to do any of that shit. But yeah, no,
Yeah.
that's all closed. You're right.
I just
Valley
like,
Village is closed.
Yeah,
My
like
thing
Walmart
that-
has groceries. That's why it's open.
Yeah,
it's
but
essential.
you can
but
still
no one
sell all
needs
those-
fucking hula hoops right now.
Yeah. But they're still selling that shit. Like,
Yeah, but it's stocked so shitfully. Like I went to Walmart last week for groceries because it's like I need to get some other like household items.
Yeah.
Like I needed a yoga mat because right now I just put a towel down on the bare floor to work out and it's fucking horrible. I almost
Yeah.
gave myself a concussion last week because I was doing like burpees,
Oh, yeah.
and I was so tired. Like after like 20,
You went back down and bam.
I on my face like doing a burpee, like
Yeah.
dropped and I smacked my head off the ground and it was like a like a second of stars and like. But before I pushed myself back up.
Oh, no.
But then pushing
Yeah.
myself up in that like state, it's like, oh no. But I like
Yeah.
regained it, and it's like fucking this floor is like sweaty and slippery, and it's sliding, and I'm just like I have like a beach towel down,
Yeah.
so it's just like bunching up and sliding, and like I need a yoga mat. So I'm like, I could go to Walmart, get my groceries, get a yoga mat. I need new like headphones for my iPod. Like I need a bunch of shit. And all that stuff like was out of stock.
Oh,
It was
really?
like groceries were like legit, but
they're not really
they're not
other
restocking.
things.
I don't know if they're not getting shipments, but
Or you
the
gotta,
sports section sucked. Electronics had nothing. It's like okay, I guess that's fair.
Oh, believe me, like I need
I'll
new
go to
cleats
Amazon.
and a new glove for baseball this
Right.
year, and it's part of it's like I don't have either of them now. That if we started tomorrow, like I couldn't.
I don't
play.
have either.
You know,
I have a
like-
glove. I don't have pants or cleats.
Hmm.
I wore because I played in the rain every single game last year, so my cleats didn't survive. By the end of the season, they were just like taped on, Joe Namath style.
Nice.
So I need new shoes. But
But so, anyways, with the beer store though, the things that I don't like, I was saying, that infuriates me is like Mike, you kind of said it there. Like a lot of people fucking don't get off of work till 5 or 6, and now
Yeah.
you're closing.
It's
Like
6.
if you're going to now again, I think the reduced hours are stupid. Stay
Sure.
with me here. I think they should open 24/7.
24/7.
That's just me though.
Spread
I
it
have
out.
Alcohol issues. I want to
It
be
should
able
be
to get
24.
beers when I want. But if you're gonna fucking have like shortened hours, why not open your store at like 2 in the afternoon and leave it open till 8?
or
like
regular.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
lunchtime.
know.
You know, like
it's
Yeah.
if it's meant to like make people healthy and safe and all that, like having lineups around the block is not.
no.
And that's because
No,
it's
it's not
open for
ideal.
4.5 hours. Like
Yeah.
everyone's there.
Yeah.
Like if
Yeah.
it's open till 9 or 10, like a lot of people aren't gonna all be there at 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah, I'm pretty like a bit of an asshole when it's things like, but like I feel like in this scenario, if you work at a store like that and you're like, I want reduced hours,
Yeah.
it's like the option should just be like, well, then you don't have to work here. Like if you
Yeah.
don't want to work,
Yeah, you
for
couldn't
that-
you couldn't just decide that for yourself unless there was a opening for a part-time position. You couldn't just decide that for yourself
Yeah.
before this whole pandemic thing,
yeah,
right? Like, oh, I just want to like only work 20 hours this week. It's like, excuse me, you have a full-time job. You know, like
yeah,
we are relying on you to be here for 40 hours.
Well, to be fair, like that's kind of the job I have.
yeah.
Like my
Yeah, well,
boss
that's your
messages
job,
me,
though.
and he's like, "How many
That's your
shifts do you
job.
want?" And I'm like,
But that's not your brother's
2.
job. It's not my job. I can't just be like, I want 20 hours this week, right?
yeah.
"You
There's
could
no part-time
though." Like
positions, dude.
it depends. Like how cool
No, you
your
couldn't.
boss- My boss is cool.
Well,
Even-
you're in that position.
Like, I usually
But
only
not,
work
like,
Thursday
Can you
and-
do that at Zellers? When you worked at Zellers, can you just be
Yeah.
like, I don't want to work this week?
Yeah, kinda. Zeller's is the best
Oh,
job.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, fuck them. Beer store's only going to be open 1 hour a day.
Yeah, and I feel like the whole point of the beer store and liquor stores being open is because like people are dependent on alcohol, and like if you can't fucking get your booze and you go into withdrawals, like it's a pretty shitty withdrawal to go through alcoholism. That like again, you closing the stores, keeping them open but limiting the hours doesn't help that. I don't think.
Well,
Like-
I'm going to give some credit to all the privately owned cold beer and wines out here. Some of them. They're still open till 11 p.m. every
Oh,
night.
Wow, the true
You know?
heroes.
Yeah, the true heroes of this pandemic.
Yeah.
The cold beer and wine. Yeah, all those random privately owned stores. Like, half of them are still open regular hours, which is 11 p.m., right? So
Yeah.
you can go in there and get your high-priced everything.
I feel like the panic has really like settled down
Oh,
too.
for
It's been
sure.
like a month. Cause that first week when we were all fucked,
Yeah.
it was like, what are we gonna do for groceries? What are we gonna do for beer? Like we don't know what the fuck we're gonna do, and seemed like every business that was local, like I started following on Instagram, like what are my options, like beer wise, like, and they were all very much like, we can get you beer, we can do this, we're gonna have that. We're going to deliver on Tuesday by 3, like all that shit.
Yeah.
And I don't see any of those anymore.
No.
Like posts from local breweries. Like
I think because people just know.
people
like,
know, and it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, this is the new normal now. So that also adds to like, I don't think about the lockdown. Like I don't really notice it other than like I don't see any of my friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Like the rest
social
of my
element
life is
where
kind
I'm
of
feeling it.
adapted and like, oh, this is normal now.
Yeah. Listen, I don't mind having time to myself, and I definitely don't mind not going to work. You
Yeah.
know, like
Yeah.
I don't mind either of those things, and the government's paying me, bitch. So fuck them, you know. But it's the social. Like I went for fucking eats. We went to this like food truck place and walked around for a little bit yesterday, me and my buddy, and it's like that's all week. That's literally all I've done because I've been off.
So
I don't know
much
if I
more
said that.
than
I've been off for a
anyone
week
else.
too, right?
You fucking throwing this quarantine thing in our faces.
Well, listen, you guys can still go to a park and walk around.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you can't meet up with buds. That's not cool.
Well, you could stay with it. It's just one of my buddies,
Yeah,
right?
whatever.
Like, you guys are living together. Go fuck yourselves. I'm here with the dog, okay? I meet up with whoever the fuck I want.
I will say
If he said, "Hey man, I'll suck your dick," yesterday, I would have let him. That's where I'm at right now, okay?
Jesus. If he's learning English, he can suck your dick. I get it. Yeah, no, I think we've talked about this a few times that it's like I think we're spoiled that there's 3 of us in the home, that I'm not starved for that social like you would be living by yourself.
That's why I enjoyed going to work. Like that
Yeah.
was the biggest enjoyment, going to work. Like the last month before, while this whole thing was going on, month and a half, it's like I could go and just bullshit with the guys at work all day and like kind of get it out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But
I was shitting on these like less than 4 days ago, but like everyone is all about like Zoom parties and stuff, and I'm like, that's some cuck shit. Like, fuck all
this
that.
is enough for me.
I
Next subject.
had 2 Zoom hangouts last week, and they were both the funnest nights in so long. Like, one night with, like, the art pals, like, there's, like, 12 of us playing Trivia Pursuit. So fun. And then, like, 2 days later, all the guys, like, we're watching the CFL draft because Rory...
That sounds like some single mom shit.
Because Rory's brother was going to get drafted. So, like, we're all just, like, watching, watching the draft, drinking.
Yeah, I dig that.
It
The
was
Trivial Pursuit, it's like you might as well be playing Cards Against Humanity, you fucking
No, that's
cunts.
for the fucking losers. But Trivial Pursuit, just someone announcing, like, questions to the group and everyone buzzing in. Like, that's so fun.
Yeah. That's fun. And with the delay, too, it's like...
There was no delay. It's pretty legit. So I'm gonna start some more Zoom parties.
I fucking heard Zoom is like Chinese spyware. That's the conspiracy going on.
That's fine.
Yeah, it's
I
an
don't
extension
care.
of Huawei.
I'm down.
Yeah. Oh, I don't give a fuck about any of it. You want to watch me masturbate? Do my little phone camera?
We're gonna
ahead,
invite you to
pervert.
some Zoom parties this week. Watch some football or some shit.
I'm gonna be jerking off.
That's fine.
Okay, that's all I want to do in front of my webcam is jerk off. You guys are lucky my pants are on right now.
Most people gotta pay for this.
Do you have to pay for Zoom? I don't know.
I think you need to like have a pro account if it's going to be more than 40 minutes. But I didn't host either of them, so I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I assume someone bought a license and just shares it around, or it's all... I don't know. I'm pretty sure you have to pay if it's like a long call.
Okay.
But both
Or
times
it's like
I used
more
it
than-
were for like 5 hours, and I got stupidly drunk on like a school night. Had to go to work a little hungover.
School night. Well, I smoked a spider.
Nice.
This fucking week. Yeah, I was so bored. I finished all the shit I had to do. Like, you know, like I was like, oh, these next 2 weeks are going to be great. Like, I'll be able to catch up on everything. I literally, within 3 days, I was like, now what?
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
I didn't have a lot to do, but enough. I had enough shit to do, and it's all done. And I was just hanging out with the dog, getting stoned all day, and the spider crawled onto my hand while I was rolling a joint. And I was like, well, you're going in the joint now. And I fucking squished it and rolled it up and smoked it, and it was disgusting.
That's so fucking gross.
And it reminded me of the time at the Rupert house, RJ,
Oh, yeah.
where I killed that bug in the kitchen. We were all standing around, and all of a sudden, like, the 5 girls in the kitchen went, bah! And we look over, and it was one of those, like, centipedes or millipedes crawling across the floor.
Oh, yeah.
And I just kangaroo jumped right on it, 2 feet, smash, bam, got it, and then picked it up. And then we passed the pot around. How much you guys gonna pay for me to eat this? And it was like $7.50, and I ate it right there in the kitchen. And it ruined my whole night, man. It was like spicy, like habanero peppers, and it like burned the back of your throat. Like, it was for sure poison.
Tasted like poison.
But I made $7.50
$7.50.
Totally
or
worth
whatever it was, $8.
it. Totally worth it.
And I'd smoke a spider again if it was for a cool
$8.
$11.50.
Yeah, inflation. It's got to go up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's COVID,
Oh, for
pandemic,
sure.
buddy.
That was like 10 years ago,
Yeah,
too,
that was a long
right?
time ago.
Yeah. Still not above it, though. I'll fucking eat a spider. I'll fucking smoke a centipede. I don't care. Papa's got to get off.
I feel like this was my first week off, and it was pretty decent. Like, I was not really bored at all. But
You went to Valentine all day.
oh, fuck yeah. But I'm also, like, I'm kind of like what Mike was saying.
Playing
Like,
cards.
I cleaned fucking, like, everything in our home last week, that there's, like, nothing more for me to do around here.
No.
That next week's going to be, I think, the peak week of, like, what the fuck am I doing every day now? Besides going to Valentine.
Well, it's tough. It's tough when you have an extended amount of time and you can't actually make plans to, like, fill that time. Like, I
Right.
was even entertaining the idea of driving north.
Yeah.
It's like, I got 2 weeks. I could leave midweek last week and come back midweek this next week and still get a weekend and go to work on Tuesday or Monday or whenever the hell we're going to get called back, right? So
Yeah.
it's like, I could just, but then it's like, that's not responsible for me to go up north and possibly infect all these fucking northerners who have been, like, ducking this shit.
Bring
Yeah,
it all
really.
up to the natives.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. It's just smallpox of round 2, you know?
Classic
Like,
white man.
Yeah, exactly, right? I don't want to be that guy.
Fucking pale face.
I've been
bringing
trying
the
my
pox.
damnedest to get away from stereotypes. I don't want to start bringing the pox,
No,
you know?
don't want to be that guy. Fucking pale face.
White man from town.
Round eye? Fucking round eye motherfucker.
White man from town.
Yeah. Die clean, white man from town. Die clean.
Blue-eyed cuck.
Fucking Aryan. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, no, I don't want to be that guy. But I still might try and get out and fucking do something in the wilderness while I have some time. I don't know.
I'd love a nice little road trip or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Roommate today was, like, laying the groundwork of, like, going for a walk or something next weekend if it's nice. Yeah.
What the fuck?
What?
Like, why not just let's go for a walk
Go
right
tonight.
now?
Totally. Just go tonight.
Because I'm fucking lazy and I don't like to do things. I like to work up to it.
Maybe next weekend we could go for a walk.
Yeah. Well, no, it's like it's been
Oh,
shitty out.
Lord.
Like
It's nice today.
Today was nice.
Go
And I
this
got out.
evening.
Yeah, it's gorgeous out here today.
Literally go tomorrow. Like, what is the building up to, like...
Oh, like I think you're missing the point. Like I don't want to go for a walk. Like I don't want to do that.
Okay,
at all.
okay.
It's stupid.
So you're just baiting her so she'll blow
yeah,
you.
like she just wants to go and do that and knows that if she asked me to go today, I would just be like, no, like I'm not doing that. But give me a
We'll
week.
work up to
yeah,
it.
give
Work
me a
up
week
to a
to
walk
work
a
up
week.
the nerve, and then
See, like, I don't get the go for a walk thing.
yeah,
Like, I like to go for runs,
Mhm.
and it's hard. And I kind of like it, but it's like, no, this is like putting, credit in the machine so that when I have to do, like, actual sports later, like, I'm not going to get tired because I can run a 10K, like, on the drop of a hat. Like, I got it.
yeah.
So I get that.
Oh, me too, dude. Me too.
But to just, like, go
sure.
for, like, I'm going to go walk for 3 or 4 kilometers and spend 2 hours walk, like, that just
Yeah.
seems like a waste of time.
Well, believe me,
Well,
I
walk
feel the same
somewhere.
way, yeah.
That's the key.
I
You
think-
gotta
yeah.
walk to somewhere and do something.
Yeah.
That's when it's worth it.
No, like we would go for a walk, like a trail.
If you're just
or
doing a lap,
something.
yeah. If you're just doing a lap, go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
you
oh,
know,
yeah.
like go walk somewhere and do something.
But yeah. Also, like I'm not gonna go running with my roommate.
I know.
No,
Well, you could.
That is
so
gay.
fucking stupid, and I run so much faster than her.
Yeah, but for how
RJ's
long?
probably fucking on Zoom doing a run
Oh,
with
he's- you
people.
know he's
We
gonna be
tried,
fucking
actually. It
running.
doesn't work very well.
What a fucking cuck.
It's fun. It's
Can you hear me again?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, okay.
It's
all right. All right.
It's hard to work out by yourself, but when you have someone to do it with you, it does make it a little bit more,
Yeah,
Yeah.
running.
not
I feel
easier.
like
It's just like
running
I'm not
is,
going to
like,
quit because I don't want to look
running
like a
like
bitch.
this.
Yeah.
No,
Like I don't think that's a
it
good
was
look,
just
dude.
like, okay, go, and then like sync our apps, and then check in 25 minutes and see who finished their 5K faster.
Yeah.
But it
You
is
do
also
you, man. You do you.
it makes
If
it
you're
more
gonna eat
enjoyable.
nothing, if you're
How do
gonna
you
eat
run
nothing
and
but
talk to
BK and
somebody?
Oreos,
Well, that's why
like,
it didn't
you
work,
gotta
'cause
do
it's just
some
like,
running.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
Because when I'm running, I'm usually like singing music along,
oh yeah.
but it's like I don't want to listen to someone else do that in my fucking ear.
That sounds like a reverse gripe. You're like, I run backwards while I sing for 10K.
Yeah.
Okay, we get it. Donovan Bailey over here. White Donovan Bailey.
Usain Bolt.
I want to be the like Johnson guy that's on steroids. That's my idol.
Oh, okay.
Johnson?
okay.
Ben Johnson. He's cooler. I like a guy that cheats at shit.
Gets caught cheating.
Gets caught cheating.
I cheated this week. I didn't get caught though.
Oh yeah.
I went into Walmart for the first time in God knows how long because I want a new thermos, and it was the only place that was open. So I went in there and I did the old fucking tried and true scam, peeling the sticker off the cheap thing and slapping it on the expensive thing,
Oh,
and
no.
just fucking breezed right out of there. $3.97, bitch.
What kind of savings did you look at?
$40. It was a nice big Stanley thermos, like the 1.5 liter thermos.
Wow.
Yeah, and I stuck the little plastic little fucking reusable, like the one you'd stick in your bike. Like those little water bottles you'd
Yeah,
stick
yeah.
in your bike.
Oh yeah.
It had a barcode sticker thing on it, so I just peeled that off and just hit
Nice.
the self checkout, dude.
The self-checkout, doesn't it go by weight though, or is that just at
No.
grocery stores?
I think that's just for food, yeah. I mean,
that's where I'm
granted, like,
always,
listen, if you're buying a battery and like you're scanning it under marshmallows, it might probably pick up on that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think because they're not weighing all the products. You know, it'd be like, this is the weight of the fucking bicycle tires. You know,
Yeah.
But you can literally do that with anything. And it doesn't have to be in the same category of product. Like, you can get a sticker for $2 off of anything and stick it on anything and scan it.
Yeah.
I've done it with tools. I've done it with fucking everything. Literally.
I have
Households.
a confession I have to make that I totally forgot I did till we just had this conversation.
Oh, no.
Let's hear it.
Last week
Stole
when
a
I
heart.
was at Walmart, I accidentally stole a 6-pack of beer.
They have beer at Walmart?
Yeah, Walmart's got everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, a 6-pack of Bud.
Wow.
Or Pabst, I mean. But, like, I was doing self-checkout, and it did that, like, oh, we have to get someone to authorize the beer thing.
Yeah.
And the, like, girl comes over, and she's like, I'm actually, like, not allowed to do this. I'm underage. So you have to go to, like, that one over there. And I was like,
Okay.
which one over there? And she's like, that one. And she's like pointing. I'm like, I don't know what you're pointing at.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make this a big deal, but I don't understand what you're saying. She's like, you have to go to that one over there because I'm too young. I'm like, yes, I get the too young.
Yeah.
But this is
What's
like
that
a
one?
Walmart,
That
and there's
what?
40 places to check out. Like, what are you pointing at?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, like, you're just pointing to the right of the store. Like, what are you pointing, like, I don't know what you
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah. Be more specific.
Go into the deli
Like-
and pay for
Like,
it.
what
Yeah.
number? Like, what lane? Like, what are you saying? She's like, you just have to go to the one over there. I'm like, okay. And I ended up, like, ringing through the rest of my shit. And she came over and, like, voided the, like, beer because, like, she couldn't pay for it
She
there.
could do that, apparently.
She voided the beer, and she's like, you have to go to that one over there. I'm like, I still don't know what that means.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even trying, like, oh, I'm going to steal this out of spite. It was like, I just totally forgot. I put everything in the cart, walked out, and when I was in the car, I'm like, I didn't go to that one over there. Fuck, I just walked out.
Attaboy.
I saved $11 on a, 6-pack of,
Oh, blue ribbon.
yeah.
Get over here. We'll lay down.
Like, oh yeah, I totally forgot to go to that one over there.
Should have been more specific.
Yeah, and I just, then most of those people just don't care. I feel like the only people that care in those stores are like the fucking rent-a-cops that sit at the front.
The only
of all
only
these.
people
Like, they're
that
the only
care,
people that like give half a shit.
The only ones that care are the fucking managers and the greeters. You know, the
Yeah.
greeters are the ones that.
Yeah,
Well, the greeters are gone now. Out here,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
no more greeters. All there is a fucking security guard.
Oh yeah, he's the new greeter.
He's the new
making
greeter.
Washing your hand on the way in job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not to, like,
And I just-
demean
I
security
just
guards
wink at 'em every
at a
time, just-
Walmart, but, like, their job is, like, you just splooge on my hands. Like, that's your job
Yeah.
now. Piece
Yeah.
of shit.
You know how
Dude,
it's like.
Walmart is so gross.
You know how you-
like, have you ever bought? I went through. I don't even know that I bought food there, but I've walked through the food, and it's all like buzzing with flies. It's like rotting food, and you go into any other section, it's like there's just stains on all the clothes. Like, it's fucking disgusting.
And it's all,
man.
like, not gonna get into, like, fat shaming, but everything is, like, a double size bulk order.
Oh,
It's like,
listen, it's perfect for a hefty man like myself, but
even for, like, quarantine times, like, I'm like, okay, I gotta get some fish. So I go to the fish section, and there was no option to not just get, like, 9 fish.
I can't get one.
Like, I
fish.
can't just get, like,
Yeah.
a fillet for tonight. Like, I literally have to get, like, this entire fish's
Yeah.
family.
You have to bring your own net.
Yeah, like, I
You
can
bring your
I
own
can
net
open
to
the
the store.
fridge and, like, show it to the crowd, but it's like, I don't need this much salmon. Like, no one needs all this.
Yeah.
It's only $4.
It
But it's
was
only
cheap. It was like
$3.
$10.
Yeah, exactly.
And it was
Exactly.
like, okay, I'm gonna have to get it out. I have to get it out.
It's like nobody needs 3 copies of Time Cop, but when 3 copies are only $4,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I'm getting 3 Time
Oh,
Cops.
RJ's going for it. He's going for his bulk salmon.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Look how much goddamn fish
Christ,
is in
that's
this.
a year's worth of salmon.
All individually packed. Like,
Wow.
this is enough
Yep.
food for 2 weeks.
That's all right.
Is it
$10.
frozen?
You know what I was just thinking of and laughing to myself about is how all those security guards out there are just kind of getting cucked so hard. Like, have you ever like gotten hired for a job and then when you go to said job and it's like you're gonna be a cashier and then you get there and they're like, okay, like put those boxes on the shelf, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
getting hired for one thing and then not doing that job. Like, could you imagine like being a security guard and finally like I'm gonna have a security job? This is sick.
Yeah, and you
now
literally
you're
just stand in
fucking-
one place all day.
Now you're just a doorman at Walmart, fucking splooging on people's hands. Like, what the fuck? I feel like you're gonna have to add a new part to the course that's like that. Like, you're gonna have to learn the chemicals that are in your hand sanitizers and shit, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Well, like our baby cousin is like a freelance security guard.
yeah.
I don't know.
What
like
does that mean?
He works for a company that just sends him out on like placements, kind of like a temp worker. So
Oh.
he
I was picturing Peeping Tom. He was just park in front of people's houses at night.
he's had some like weird gigs.
Freelance.
Like he's like whenever like PETA is like protesting like the like pig factory, like he's the one that gets sent there to like just make sure they don't run
Hang
in
out
and
with the
free any
pigs.
animals.
Yeah.
And it's like that sounds horrible. But the last time I was
Yeah.
talking to him, he was
Does he get a gun?
No, he's got a cell phone.
I don't even know if he has a uniform. Yeah.
He's got a cell phone and a pack of matches. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But his like latest gig was like at the graveyard on Easter, because it's like the graveyards are all closed. Like you can't go to graveyards, and like Easter, everyone goes to like mourn their families and their mothers and shit.
Why can't people go to graveyards for that?
Social distancing, baby.
Dude, are you telling me that there's people buried within 6 feet of one another on
It's
a
just
regular?
like huge groups of people all showed up, and that's what he's like. I just like
So
had
what?
my.
Let them.
It was like
That's
his
on them.
job. He's like, I had to park my car sideways in the driveway so no one could get in, and I just
Oh
sat
my
there from
God, I
like
couldn't
Friday
be that guy.
to Sunday.
I couldn't do that job.
Friday to
I couldn't do
Sunday, I
that
just sat
fucking
there
job.
listening to the radio, drinking coffee, and then every time a car load, he's like a carload every single time, is like a whole
Yeah.
family, and they tried to like, oh, we
No,
all live
just
together.
let him in. I would just be like, okay, fine, you
Well,
guys
that's
can
it.
go.
It's like that's
you know?
where I'm at. Like I'm getting paid like probably
Ugh.
not a lot. Like I actually don't care.
No, I
But
just couldn't do that. I couldn't.
He
stop
wants
people
to be a
from doing that.
security guard. So he
Yeah.
wants to do a good job and eventually get to like bigger gigs or whatever, like security guard for the Raptors.
People are existing. They're sitting on the same couch as one another. They're fucking in the vehicle as one another.
Yeah.
Like families are doing that.
No,
Like,
but I
that's-
think their families aren't doing that. They are, but also
They
like
are,
the
and if
family
they're
that's
in their
going to
little
go to a
group, then why does
graveyard
it
because they
fucking-
care about their dead relatives, like losers. Like
Whatever,
they're
let
probably
them
picking
fucking
up
do it.
more relatives on the way. Like
Yeah.
they're grabbing aunts and
Who
uncle.
cares? That's on them.
Well, don't
It's
try
not,
and
that
say
doesn't
we all
seem
live together.
irresponsible.
You know who
It
cares?
doesn't seem that irresponsible.
It does
You're still
for-
limiting your fucking social whatever.
Yeah.
You
No,
know?
you know what though? I don't think you can't get mad at like cousin for this.
Well, it's his job for
he's,
one.
Like, if you put yourself
I just
in his
couldn't
shoes,
do it.
like he's
There's
getting
no way I
paid
couldn't do
money to make sure that people
No one
don't
gets
go
in the
into
graveyard.
that graveyard. Like, don't shoot the messenger.
No.
Like, he's just the guy. He's not the one telling
No,
you that you
all I'm
can't
saying
go
that
there.
sucks.
He's enforcing it,
That
right? Like,
just-
it's just that'd be a shit job. But I also kind of think that'd be fun.
Oh,
I'd be
big time.
such a dick. Like, you don't have to be a good security guard. You can be, you know what I mean? You can be an asshole and be like, no, we're digging up all the bodies and burning them.
We're gonna shit in every
Yeah,
coffin.
yeah,
and
yeah.
put the
We're
earth
officially
back on top.
cremating everybody.
Yeah, we're putting in a fucking parking deck. So,
Yeah. We'll mail you a fucking ribbon cutting ceremony.
yeah. You come to that when,
Yeah.
when the grave is paved over. Oh, isn't that like a fucking grave starts? Now, you know what? Like, I'm gonna probably get in some water here, some mucky water.
Go. Swim.
Because like I haven't been touched by death at all. Really, like in our
Barely.
family, like I feel
Barely.
like a couple people close to
Yeah.
us have died, but nothing.
Few
like,
flesh wounds.
yeah, that like I just the graveyards to me seem so fucking stupid.
So stupid.
I don't understand the
Yeah,
grieving
I'm-
process, and not until I get into it will I think I understand it. I get everyone mourns and grieves differently, but I don't know. I just
It
think
makes no sense.
Makes no sense.
Even the closest member of our family that died, like grandma, who
Yeah.
which we like were, it really did affect us.
yeah,
I've never gone back, and
I've-
even
yeah.
our mother, that's like actually still sad every day. How many times has she gone?
she probably goes like on her birthday,
Exactly.
and Mother's Day, right? Like
Yeah.
You don't need to spend $40,000
no,
to
Just to
bury
think
them,
about the person.
and then
yeah.
just go
Yeah.
once a year, and then within like, it's been like 10 now, but I'd say within 2 or 3 years, like that, like regular visit, like trailed off.
oh yeah, no, I think like
Yeah.
it's just
Just
easily 20 grand to...
Put a nice photo up in the home. That's
Yeah.
all you need.
Listen, you can visit all kinds of places and you know, reminiscent of your time with these people. It's like actually probably stronger when you go to like their home or their fucking, you know, favorite this or like a place they really enjoyed. Like that's when you start thinking about these people, right?
Yeah. Not the...
Or doing an activity. It's not like, oh, once a year I'm going to go to this gravesite and like that's my fucking, you know, that's my sincerity for the year.
Like, I think if you're really, like, honestly, I've thought about this. Like, you got to do the old, like, fucking get cremated and then bury your ashes in the backyard and plant a tree. And then
there's your, you know, that's some hippie shit, but it's better than fucking.
But I mean, it's different. It's like,
listen, I'm
cheaper than
I'm fucking subscribing to Frank. I'm going Frank's route from Always Sunny. Just put me in a garbage bag and just throw me overboard. Whatever he says. Yeah.
Oh fuck yeah.
I'll just bob there for eternity. Get caught up in the plastic barge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just fucking send me out to sea.
It's funny too because it reminds me of when Pops told us that story about when they used to have a cat.
He had a horse?
No,
or something?
no,
Yeah,
not
okay.
horse.
Oh, it was the cat one? It wasn't the horse story, it was the cat story?
It's the cat story. But so I guess they used to have a cat that was a little shithead, and it bit my grandmother, and it like made her hand go all swollen and shit. So they were like, "Fuck it, like we're putting this cat down. We don't give a fuck."
Poison cat? They had a poisonous cat?
Cat's got bacteria.
Yeah, they just got little bacteria mouths from cleaning themselves, right? And
it's called venom.
Venom, yeah, it's like a Komodo dragon. But I guess like he went to like bring it to the vet to fucking like get it put down, and they were like, "Okay, yeah, that's like $2,000." And he, like, being the newfie, just like, what? No, give her back. Like, I'll fucking do it myself. Yeah. And they were like, sir, we can't, like, legally give you the cat back to you now that you've, like, said that.
You can
like,
keep it then.
Yeah.
You can just keep it then. Yeah.
But then I guess they, like, put it down, and then they were going to charge him, like, another $1,000 to cremate it. And he was, like, not having it. Like, fuck that. Yeah. Like, you put the...
That's when you burn the whole place down. You want to talk cremation? I'm going to burn this whole fucking place down.
You're all getting cremated.
Yeah.
But just the funniness of...
Oh, that's only the beginning of the story.
Well, yeah, I don't... Yeah.
So, yeah, the rest of the story, he's like, that's it.
Throwing him all the way under the bus.
I'm not... Yeah, he's going under. I'm not paying for it. Give me the cat back. I'll get rid of it myself. And they're like, by get rid of it, you mean, like, legally... like, not just leave it on the side of the road. He's like, no, I'll get buried in the backyard. So he goes into the backyard, digs a hole, and he's like, I eyeballed it. Looked like the right size. Puts the cat in the hole, and the cat doesn't fit. It's too big. And he's like, it's hot. Like, it's July afternoon. Yeah. It's hot. So I'm trying to fit the cat into this hole. So the cat's in the hole. I'm just slamming the shovel on the cat to get it in there.
Oh my god!
Its legs break off. Its arm broke off.
Oh my
like you're
god!
Just mushing the cat into this fucking hole. And then he starts to have like chest pains because he's sweating so much. And he falls face down onto the cat.
Dude, karma is real.
Karma's a fucking bitch. And this neighbor who's blind, like, hears him crying for help, like, wanders over and, like, helps him up and, like, picking the cat off his face and shit. Get all the hair out of his mouth.
Oh man!
So the cat like grave in the backyard
touch the shovel again.
Is literally like a cartoon grave. Like there's a mound. Yeah. The cat's like 30% underground, and there's just dirt piled on top of it.
Oh my god!
Definitely God.
Oh shit! That's fucking hilarious and so disgusting and brutal.
Just mushing that cat in the
That's
hole.
Their generation, though, man.
Oh, they're old school. I don't give a fuck about that.
That's not our generation. We're soft. We're cucks,
Every
man.
other
We're all
cat
cucks.
was in the
I'm not
goat and, like,
smushing a cat into the ground ever.
I mean, like...
I'm never going to do that.
Should we tell them...
No, save it for another time.
I'd be like, okay. Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's funny shit. But yeah, no, he's like from like Newfoundland, right? Like back in the day, like in the 40s and shit. Like they didn't fucking have electricity or anything.
Dude.
Cremation.
Cremate the cat? What are you talking
What
about?
the fuck is that?
It's a waste of logs.
Yeah,
they've all been toughened up.
Yeah, they just
man,
lived
woman,
on an
child
island. You just
from that era.
threw it in the ocean. Anything you didn't want.
Garbage bag it like
Just
Frank Reynolds.
Yeah, garbage bag. Just fucking grab it by the tail and whoo over the fence.
Done.
Like away she goes. I mean, it's kind of inhumane to just let an animal out into the wild, but also it's probably the best way for it to go. And then it's also not your burden anymore. So
Yeah.
it's on it. Now it's your time to shine there, little guy.
I think it's the open-ended ambiguity of unwitnessed death if you just fucking take it out to pasture and drive away.
Yeah.
It's just I think it's still alive.
It's it's a weird thing. It's kind of heartless, but at the same time it's probably better than jamming a needle in its neck.
Do they do it in the neck?
Or the dick? I don't know.
Seems so
I don't know.
inhumane. I mean, they just do it in the butt.
I think they just slam it into the ribs.
Yeah.
Boom. Pulp Fiction.
Just a baseball bat.
Yeah, just
nobody
like-
tells you that. They just club
Your
your dog.
grandpa definitely slammed his shovel into the
No, he
ribs.
beat the shit. He smashed that cat into the hole.
Oh fuck! I love too when you tell people those stories and the looks on their faces, and it's just you have to again. I don't know how to explain it any better than the man is from Bell Island, Newfoundland.
Yeah.
And it's we laugh
Born
when
in
we
the
tell
30s,
it, and
yeah.
friends are just like, "What is wrong with you? That's disgusting." It's but you have to know the guy. He's the sweetest, shyest old man, but he's cold when he needs
Yeah,
to
he
be.
doesn't give a
Total
fuck.
murderous rage
Yeah.
boiling underneath.
He'll break that cat's neck. I don't
he
care.
does not give a fuck. Somebody has to do it, and I'm gonna sign up for it.
And I will happily volunteer.
I'll
He's doing that so we don't have to. Is how I feel.
Mm-hmm. No, it's brave. It's brave.
It is very brave.
It's the same generation that would go to war when they were 16 instead of, and lie about their
Oh
age.
my god, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
so dumb.
Same generation.
Same
Yeah.
stupid generation.
Well, it is. It's a little brainwashed for sure.
Could you imagine that now? Being oh, I'm
Yeah, dude.
13 and I'm
The
gonna
draft.
sign up to fucking go
Yeah.
to war. What the fuck?
I was watching, I was saying earlier, I watch a lot of stupid YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And I was watching one this morning when I was waking up, just things you didn't know about the Rat Pack. I go deep. There's there's no
okay.
genre of YouTube video I won't watch. And it was all just
Let's hear what Dean and Sammy were doing.
yeah, let's hear the dirt.
Frank.
And one of them was about Frank dodged the draft, and that's why his career really didn't start till the 60s. Because in the
he
late
was in
30s,
hiding.
he was a lounge singer and shit, and he dodged the draft. He paid some doctor to say he was had an inner ear. That's the standard get out of
Yeah.
the fucking draft. You're flat-footed or have an inner ear thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. My
Oh.
teeth are bad.
Whatever it
remember.
was. And it was he had so much shame and people hated him. And it took 15 years to wash off that he's a draft dodger. You know, Elvis went to the draft. How come fucking
Yeah.
Sinatra didn't go?
Same with Muhammad Ali too, right?
Yeah.
They-
Well, that's a little different.
Yeah, well,
that was
That was
Vietnam.
that was Vietnam, which was a fake war. And he
Yeah.
did have a religious
Well,
whatever.
it wasn't a fake war. It happened. Didn't
Totally
happen.
But
fictional
either
war.
way,
They
it's
all had-
if
they
there
all had
was a
log
war
rides.
now and Ryan Gosling didn't go, no one would give
Nobody
a
would
shit.
give a shit at all.
No one would give a shit. If Michael Bublé
Those-
didn't fucking sign up for the Canadian Armed Forces, no one would give a shit.
I think I'd
I didn't know he was Canadian.
Michelle Bublé.
No, everyone's so soft. Everyone's a little princess, fucking unicorn. The whole world's gone soft, man.
It's gone flaccid, baby.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's never getting to midnight again.
No.
No,
not
that
at
shit's
all.
perma 6.
Perma-6.
But even it's a funny how, I guess too, because Vietnam was just so shitty and people weren't having it, but how it was that when World War II happened, people didn't really dodge that war. I guess Sinatra did.
Sinatra did. Piece of shit.
You know what I mean? That was such a rite of passage
People
to go.
faking
to that.
their ages
People
to go.
would fake to go. Where when Vietnam came around, I don't think people were faking their ages to go to that war at
No,
all.
they already wised up.
Maybe a few Texans.
Yeah, maybe
but that's
Korea.
it.
Maybe they would that might have been
I feel like Korea would.
the
yeah.
last noble war.
right.
Might have been Korea.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. That was
Yeah,
also
no one's
just a
faking ages
shitty
to go to a
proxy
war.
though, anyways, too, right?
But didn't, like, I just see something on the news, like, more people have died of corona this year than in Vietnam? Isn't that a thing?
I don't know.
Hopefully.
I think-
Hopefully.
Just saying, like, Vietnam's a little overrated.
Wasn't Vietnam like?
So is Corona.
Oh, I'm gonna like they're gonna. I think it was like 60 million or something.
60 million's way too high.
No, there was definitely like 100.
Dude, 60 million people have not died from Corona.
No,
Like
no.
4,000. Okay.
I'm talking about people that died during Vietnam.
I
Like,
think that's way too high.
I think I think it was like 100,000 Vietnamese people died.
that sounds right.
Yeah. And then maybe it was like
60,000
Americans. Yeah, that's more. Yeah.
More people have died of corona.
Yeah, probably.
Like, World War One was like 10 million
I think 100,000 people have died of corona.
Yeah.
More than 60,000 people have died from ass cancer too. And it's
Yeah,
like,
but I just mean,
whatever,
like,
man.
Oh,
for
you know
all the,
what?
like, oh, Vietnam was hell on everyone.
Yeah.
It's like, the last 4 months have been kind of okay.
Kind of, yeah. We
Like,
haven't been
it's a little inconvenient to get beer.
I'm
I'm not gonna get PTSD and wake up in a cold sweat from this.
Fucking get testing it.
true,
Agent
it's
Orange
true.
on me.
Yeah, like, it's fine.
But
Yeah.
you know
Willem
what?
I'd say
Dafoe,
4 more
maybe.
years of Corona.
You know
4
what-
more
No,
years.
you know what's gonna
4
happen,
more
though?
years.
This is gonna start.
You
Mark
gotta
my
kick
words. There's gonna be another fucking like proxy war with China over all this nonsense.
Oh, China's going to war for sure.
Yeah, like it's coming.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
like it's.
Oh, yeah.
I keep reading about this. Like they keep calling it the Chinese Cold War now that's going on. People are really starting to put their backs up to China because of whatever, right? This whole COVID nonsense. But just that, like,
Well, and their fucking, like, monopoly on manufacturing.
yeah.
You know, that we've handed over to them.
But that's on us. Like,
Yep.
that's because.
Well, his point's made that, like, if we did everything in-house, the state of our climate would just be fucking exponentially worse.
Yeah.
So it's like, at least it's happening over there.
Yeah, oh yeah, like the sweatshops
still have fresh
and shit,
water.
right? Like it's just the
Yeah.
shittiness. Like people over here will like, you gotta close the sweatshops, but then they also go to Walmart and buy their fucking XXXXL fucking puppy dog shirts, you know? Like
Yeah.
Oh,
Pre-stained,
and, like, 2 of them.
pre-ripped.
yeah, it took like 8 kids to
Yeah.
make that, you know?
Yeah. 8 kids' blood.
But,
There's at least the blood of 8 kids on each one of those XXXX.
I could just see it like the Middle East. I bet you there's gonna be wars in the Middle East between America and China in the next little bit.
Yeah, fuck it. Let him go at it. Just fucking.
Oh, I'm just.
kill them all.
This is just like the next Russia, you know, and Russia's gonna be involved because they're fucking cucks too. Still no COVID.
Oh yeah.
COVID cases.
No, they've admitted
Yeah,
that they're
0
fucked.
COVID cases.
No,
in
They've
Russia.
admitted they're fucked.
Not
now.
only no, you know what? They have admitted it, but I read today that there's the third reported case of a doctor plunging to his death after speaking out about not having proper personal protective equipment (PPEs) in
Yeah.
Russia and being forced to work.
Yeah.
And then they fall out of the hospital. 3 of them falling out of the hospital.
They just keep falling out
after
these
like
open
saying on
windows.
social media that they're under, you know, they're not getting the proper protective stuff, and then they just fall mysteriously out of the hospital.
It sounds like a video game.
Yeah.
I think with that, though, we should wrap up this week's show. Let's give a big thanks to the old Bike Thieves for the sick intro. Those guys are rad as fuck. Hopefully
Yeah.
the world goes back to normal and they can go back to playing cool concerts and tour.
Stealing bikes.
Stealing bikes. With that, whatever. We'll be back again. Do you guys have anything else to say?
This is a great time to steal bikes.
Steal
by the way.
bikes.
Yeah, so many. There's a bike out
it
there
is
that's been sitting out there for ages. You
Not
see that
for
little
long.
kid bike out
Yeah,
there?
I love a good kid bike. You can bunny hop real high on
Yeah,
them.
but you know what's sad about that? It's like, you know, that kid got abducted, and that bike's just been sitting out there.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, for sure.
no child that small just leaves their bike on the side of the road.
What kind of parents
No.
would allow that?
No. There was a bike
Someone's grandfather has definitely mashed that kid into the ground.
with his dick. All right, with that.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks everybody for tuning in this week. We are Pretty Much Experts. You can check us out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, and YouTube. While you're at it, go have a look at our Facebook page. You can ask an expert any time of day or night, whatever you like. And if you're into it, be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. We want to hear from you, baby. Thanks again, everybody. Tune in next week. We are Pretty Much Experts, and we love you, I guess.